So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Jacksonville.
Wait, I want
You
you
went
to
up 4 yesterday.
bro, go to your thing, and I want to see what your videos are
Escaping
doing.
a tackler at the 25. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Jaguars to take over for the first time behind Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback in season number 4.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations, and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 35, here's second and a couple. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devin Duvernay, 61 yards. And the Jags get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his second season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4.
Yeah, low 9 degrees Fahrenheit.
Another tote for ETN. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd and 2. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. That's complete to Parker Washington. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Lawrence will get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this one is right through.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Yeah, he put the 40 yards just last week.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Okay, I think the coverage is supposed to let's go on.
Solid return, pretty good field position.
Well,
they'll start at the
this
32.
is a $29 brown flour. Does that mean it's thrown in the ground, or does that mean it's gone down?
It's going to go.
I'm a follower.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 4 yards to gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Stroud.
Yeah.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Or was that, no.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a 1st down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. Got his man, Dell.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Dell.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to play the comeback.
When I'm in my bed, I'm not going to be able to. Yeah, that's true.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Now, we did the 4 different flavors, so we each have a different flavor.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The Jags were treated to a strong first half from their franchise quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
Okay.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside. Now that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Mixon at 60 yards.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Caught left side. Here's Dell.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
This might be a good game for them. Yeah.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.
back now in Jacksonville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
That boy's a freestyle.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. At least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Play action. It's Lawrence. Open man downfield is Duvernay.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
A short throw to Ingram, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Etienne once more.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They'll run with ETN. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Second down, goal to go.
I want to say I got him for 150. I don't believe in him.
Handoff running left is ETN. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
We sacked.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
So he really does have.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Stroud. Got his man, it's Woods. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Here's 2nd down. Now Stroud. Connecting with Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. Down 15 seconds now.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Stroud. That one too wide and incomplete.
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey, and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Hey, they almost won last week. That was demonstrated, right?
Yeah. But they still got to him 40% of the game. To the